but treacherous, winding mountain roads, all the more treacherous when riding packed into the back of a pickup truck taxi, called a tap-tap, or balanced in groups of 2 or 3 on the back of a motorcycle behind the driver. The cost of transportation to make this trip, let alone the cost of an appointment with a specialist, is beyond the means of most people in Haiti. More than half the population lives on less than $2 a day, and about a quarter on less than $1 a day. So, patients go to the closest doctor they can find. In poor, remote rural communities like Savanette, that may be a young doctor who has just finished medical school, practicing alone and without supervision. A doctor who has gone to medical school in a country with no neurologists to teach them about the diagnosis and treatment of neurologic conditions like stroke, seizure, or Parkinson's disease, let alone how to approach a more complex patient like Janel. When I received Martineau's email about Janel in September 2014, I was just a few months out of my neurology residency training and had recently begun my first job as a neurologist at Brigham and Women's Hospital, Brigham for short, in Boston. At Brigham, I'm one of more than 100 neurologists on staff, and Brigham is one of several hospitals with large neurology departments in Boston, a city with a population of less than 700,000. One of my Brigham colleagues who worked in Haiti had asked me if I could help provide neurology training for Haitian doctors through the Boston-based non-governmental organization Partners in Health, known in the field as PIH. Founded by global health luminaries Paul Farmer, Ophelia Dahl, and Jim Yong Kim, PIH had begun its pioneering work providing healthcare to the world's poorest patients in Haiti, later expanding to work in Peru, Rwanda, Malawi, Mexico, Lesotho, Russia, Navajo Nation, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. So I started going to Haiti to teach neurology for 2 weeks at a time, first yearly, then a few times each year. Martineau had identified himself as an eager and skilled collaborator. He began asking that all patients with neurologic conditions who came to PIH's recently opened Hôpital Universitaire de Mirebalais, the largest hospital in central Haiti, be referred to him. When I was in Haiti working with PIH, Martineau and I saw patients together. In between visits, he emailed me about patients he found challenging to diagnose or treat, like Janel. Martineau's email continued. On physical examination, the patient had increased reflexes most notable in the lower extremities. There were trembling movements of his right arm and right leg that affected his walking. The tremor in his right hand affected his coordination when he moved his finger from his nose to my hand. Martineau had attached a shaky 1.5-minute cell phone video to his email. In the video, Janel is sitting on an examination table, his hands resting on his lap. Only his torso and legs are visible. He's dressed in a white button-down shirt with thin, vertical purple stripes, dark blue pants, and shiny black dress shoes that dangle motionless over a white tile floor. An electronic monitor beeps continuously in the background from another clinic room. Martineau's slender arms enter the frame in a starched white dress shirt, holding his reflex hammer. His stethoscope dangles from around his neck, swinging back and forth between his arms like a pendulum, as he tests Janel's reflexes. Lage maintenant. Lage maintenant. Relax your hands, as he hits each elbow crease in turn with his reflex hammer, sending Janel's hands leaping off his lap. Then Martineau hits just below Janel's kneecaps, causing his legs to kick out briskly. In the last moments of the video, Martineau asks Janel to reach his hands forward. A subtle, rapid tremor emerges in Janel's right hand, making it quiver briefly like a hummingbird's wing. Then it stops. Okay, Martineau says, and the video ends. For neurologists, the physical examination holds important clues to the cause of a patient's symptoms. While the stethoscope allows doctors to listen to the activities of the heart and lungs, it's the patterns of weakness, abnormal movements, reflexes, and other elements of the physical examination that neurologists observe to determine the precise site of disease within the nervous system. Is the problem in the brain?